Welcome back. Today we'll be covering checklists, how they fit into your case stages, and how to configure and use them. Checklists allow you to fully digitize your service workflow in greater detail to create a consistent experience for your clients and staff. They also increase transparency and accountability within your organization. Checklists capture the who, what, and when of your programs and are a great way to gather the necessary documents you need for each case stage. Here's a simple example of a checklist section created for the inquiry stage. The inquiry is received. Next, an email is sent to the family, then a follow-up call is made. The family attends orientation training, and this transitions them to the next step when the application is received. Checklist sections prevent your program process from becoming overwhelming, since you can divide them into smaller, logical chunks. Let's go to your checklist configuration page now and add an item. To get there, click Settings, then Checklist Configuration. Choose the entity you've been focusing on for examples so far, which is probably the family. Pause the video and get to your checklist configuration screen, then come back. Your checklist is currently empty. That's expected. Let's add an item that fits into one of your case stages. You can add a new item from the sidebar. Right away, Sam asks what the section will be that this item should live in. You'll need to create a section since you don't have any yet. I'm going to create an inquiry section since inquiry is one of the case stages of my program. Go ahead and pause the video and do this, then come back and we'll create the actual item. Now that you've added the section, you'll need to create the actual checklist field. You can use an existing field or create your own. Usually you'll be working from the case table. I'm going to use the inquiry received date on the case table as the first item in my section, since it will trigger all of the other tasks for my team when a new inquiry comes in. Next, I'm given the option to set a due date. I can also set a responsible worker, either an individual from my team or by person type. A big part of checklists is document collection, since you're usually collecting at least one document during each case stage. Take a look at the text that accompanies this video to learn more about how documents work with checklists and your different configuration options. Going down, you'll see that you have the option to show this checklist item to your clients via the public checklist. You can also use the checklist item criteria to filter which clients will have this item. Go ahead and pause the video and create a new checklist item based on an existing field. Once you hit Save, you'll see your new item appear in the checklist section. If you click on this gear icon up here, you'll see options for that entire section. You can set a section to appear automatically when another field is completed, such as a date field. I'm going to have my inquiry section appear when the inquiry received date is filled in. Pause the video and click the gear icon next to your section to add criteria, which will automatically enter the section. Now let's test what we've done. From a test record, I'm going to fill in the trigger field here, which for me was the inquiry received date. Now I'll navigate to the checklist from the record sidebar. You can see that my inquiry section and my one inquiry item have appeared. Pause the video and trigger your section to appear on a test record. There's more advanced options that you can learn about when it comes to checklists, but for now, start thinking about the tasks that you outlined in the Case Stages worksheet and perhaps add a few more of them on your site as checklist items.